Okay, so honestly for me, like I feel like I've been guilty of this for like the longest, and it's been consuming me so badly. Literally last night, like I was just thinking about like, in relationship in general, and I was just like, dang, like, like I just want a man, like I just want to be happy, I just want to be married. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yolanda, and I forgot to do an intro for this video, but we're just gonna be talking about like, just like hustle culture and just like how like it's so much in this like generation, but I know it's like been a thing, before, but like how it's just like constantly like wanting more and more and more, and just like I just need to hold up and wait. And so, in this video I'll go a little bit depth into it and how it's affected my life and things that have helped me shift my perspective on it. So if you guys are interested in this, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to turn on post notifications, be notified when I post. And for that, let's go on with this video. Yeah, like sometime at school, literally yesterday at school, I was just like, oh my gosh, I just want to be married already. I want to be established and this and that. And even when you look at these celebrity kids and all that stuff, and it's just like sometimes like envying that life. Like I'm 100% guilty of that. Like honestly, like every single day. Last night I was up to like 2 a.m. I woke up at 7 a.m. because I had to go to a club, but I got a little bit more sleep just literally like 10 minutes ago. Like I went to sleep for like an hour and a half. But like what I'm trying to say here is that like I was like up at night stressing about a life that I have so many years left for. And I understand the concept of people being like, taking it day by day, and you never know what day is the last day, which is why we should like be on it. But also sometimes it's just like a lot, and thinking about it, like I remember seeing like a college video and about like when you're getting ready, like I wanted to go to Howard University for the longest, right? And people were like, before seeing that tuition, I was like, dang. But before that whole situation, I remember people were like, like so ways how to prepare, or like for HBC or whatever, right? They're like, a lot of people there, they have their things together. They either have like a clothing brand business, they're either like popular like on social media, they just got something going on where they be making like extra money in. And sometimes like especially that hustle culture, that it can be really like overwhelming, especially when you don't have things that you're working on. And I think for a lot of us, we got caught up in the idea of like having to have our lives together at a young age. Like this consumes me so much, and it sucks. It genuinely sucks so much to feel that I'm so behind, that I'm steps behind people that had things going on for them. Literally, we're doing a who's who ceremony, which is like an awards ceremony. I think it's like for the top certain percent of people in your class. It's like a bunch of clubs on a list of things to do. And I was just like, for a second, I was like, wow, I really didn't do much. But then when I thought about it, I was like, I actually did, as I was getting like all my points. Like currently, so each club is like 2 points, and per year, it's like you get 2 points per year per club. So basically right now I'm at 64, and doing cross country and track helped. That gave me like 32 points itself. But basically I was just like, wow, like, and for some reason it just made me so sad, thinking like, wow, like I spent so much time with cross country, like maybe I could have done this and that, like am I not good enough because of this and that. And you can even think about it, hustle culture, even with like academics. So there's a lot of people who are just like, oh my gosh, like for those who may not be like into the social media realm, or even just into that business aspect, it can be more of like academics and like taking all these AP classes when you already got into your college, or you already know where you're gonna go to, that doesn't require X, Y, and Z, or just even like wanting that GPA or wanting that test and grade, which is okay and fine to want, and just feeling like it's so defining, and that if you don't have it, then it's like, oh, the world is over. But once again, we are literally so young. We have so much time in store for us, and I wish I could tell myself that, months ago, when I would have needed that. Like it's okay to slow down, it's okay to not have everything. Like we're literally like 16, 17, 18 years old. We are young. We have so many years lying ahead of us. So don't be stuck if something's not working for you, because at least you're getting started now, if you want to think of it that way, and you have so much more time to improve on your craft, whatever it may be. Sometimes I feel that way about YouTube. This hits home, like me wanting to like have the views, having the interaction, having ultimately working towards making profit off of it though, right? But like remembering that like, hey, it's okay, and I do this for fun. And I am just still so young. I'm literally 17 years old. Like, I have time to really like build, and even if I want to continue to build on when I'm 20, like there's still time for us. Even people in their 20s, like, you know, people still to have their things together. I have friends who are 20 and 21, 22, because my sister is like 2 years older than me. So like I still talk to some of the ones that are like in college now, and like some of them are still living with their parents. Some of them, you know, aren't able to move out, especially in this economy. Like, I do not blame them at all, right? Some people are still figuring out these things. My friend just a few days ago switched her major, and you know what? That is okay. Like, we all got our different paces, like, and I get it, and it's hard to like not compare ourselves to other people, but truly that is the root of like a lot of problems. So is like that comparison. It's really, it steals the thief of like joy and just of everything. Like, we should be content in what we have and not be so envious of what other people have, because your time is coming. Like, God like is gonna put whatever is meant for you, it will come for you. And what may work for one person may not work for you, and you know what, that is okay. But you have to trust in God that like it's all gonna work out the way it needs to be. But hustle culture is just so hard to feel like, you know, where you're at is good enough. Like, even people that do social media, it's like, okay, they do one platform, but then it's just like wanting more and more and more. And it's like, okay, I want to do stuff on Instagram, on TikTok, on Pinterest, and, you know, doing like all these like brand deals, which is fine. It's fine to want that, but it's like very consuming. It's draining. It's mentally just like strainful. And it's just like a toxic cycle that's just never ending. It just keeps on going and going. And it's just like, when will it ever end? Why can't I just be satisfied? Why can't I just be like grateful and content with what I have, to just like sit here and just be like in pause? And I think, you know, a lot of us, especially in this, we need to sometimes sit down and just like thank God and just be like, God, like, thank you so much for bringing me where I'm at. You know, I pray for many more doors to open up, but I just want to like, you know, take this time to really just like thank you for where you have brought me from where I was into where I am now. And even if it's not in the position that you want to now, continuing to still pray for where you want to be at is also important, because the Lord will provide. The world will make a way for you, but you just gotta trust, and you just gotta really like not be so consumed with what other people are doing and how things are working for them. Like, you know, I've kind of just accepted some things like this year. Like, I've kind of accepted like, hey, I got an 87, 88 on my AP lit, and I really wanted an A in an AP class, and I accepted the fact. Now it's just like, look here, Yolanda, it's okay. Just because I may not be a great test taker, and I still invest the same amount of time into these classes, it's okay. I'm gonna be okay. I made it into the colleges I needed to. I'm committed for sports. That's all I ever wanted in my life. This 1B ain't gonna do nothing for real to me. And even looking at a social media aspects, like, I'm content with where I'm at. I'm glad that I'm naturally growing and not buying it, because it's more better to have people that authentically want to be there. I'm not gonna force somebody to watch my content. And, you know, one day I will have the fruits of the blessings of all the work that I put into this channel. But for right now, I'm going to be okay. If I'm gonna say I can be okay, you guys 100% can be okay. Because I know we all go through ourselves, but I promise you, I genuinely promise you, if we stop looking at other people, it's so toxic. It's so toxic. It's one thing to be inspired, but then to just envy somebody's life and want to copycat every single thing. Like, no, it'll be okay, okay? It'll be okay. Y'all gonna be good. We finna be good. I got y'all. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was inspirational, or something that you may need to hear. Like, you are meant to be where you are at, okay? Things are gonna work out. So yeah, hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Peace is our dance.